Hello everyone, this is Carola with Unidiscover and I'm here to give you a demo of our software by searching for content related to robotics and prosthesis. Unidiscover is a knowledge hub that contains over 200 million ingested assets. It's a great place to start your research and to narrow in on a topic, but it can also help you with creating a hypothesis. And you can do that by utilizing some of our advanced tools, which I will show you during this demo. So let's search for robotics first. When we enter this into our search box, you get a variety of results right here, and we can pick the first one, robotics. And then we have, as always, a series of definitions. We'll always have at least one, sometimes 3 or 4. And then on the right-hand side, we have our knowledge graph. The top, about 45% of the semantically relevant results appear immediately. And you can use this little box here on the right-hand side, slide the lever down, and you will have all the concepts that are related to robotics. And at this time, you can take a snapshot right here with our camera icon, and that's going to save this knowledge map to the journey over here where you can save all the different relevant results to export them later. So we can take a look at this knowledge map now and see all sorts of connected concepts. For example, we might want to look at bio-inspired robotics. And what is that related to? It's related to robot locomotion, humanoid robots, robot competitions, bionic kangaroo. Then we can look at artificial muscle, for example. What is that related to? And so we can expand our search and our thinking about robotics by looking at the knowledge map and seeing what it might be, what else we might discover. Then if you want to add another term, you click on the search box and you can type in your search term right here. And it's I want to add, oops, I forgot an S. Okay, so here we have prosthesis, and you can scroll through these. And that are not always going to be exactly the right thing because we haven't disambiguated yet. This is just any of the concepts that might have to do with the word prosthesis or prosthetics. So I'm going to select this here, and now our knowledge map is going to expand, and it's going to show us how we are connected to our initial term, robotics. And if I select prosthesis and I pull this lever down again, it's going to give us all the concepts that are related to prosthesis. And if I want to see information that deals with both robotics and prosthesis, I want to select the string that connects these two. And by clicking on the string on the left-hand side, we will have related concepts. So we have powered exoskeleton, cyborg, we have the brain-computer interface, all sorts of concepts that they share. And then when we can click on documents, we will have documents that are related to both of them. So at this time, these are in semantically relevant order. But if we want to have them in date order, perhaps we want only fairly recent research. So let me type in 2018, for example. Then it's going to resort them and give us content that is from 2018 and forward, again in relevancy order. And we can take a look at this one here, for example, exoskeletons today. And this gives us a snippet of this particular article. It's from the Journal of Communications of the ACM. It gives us an ISSN number. And then there are 2 specific snippets that we can look at to see if this document is relevant to us. Some of them will be free to read, that'll be indicated here, or you can link to your library and use the link resolver. In this case, I want to save it and put it in my favorites so that I can look at it again later, or I can export it with my result list. So now I want to go back to the knowledge map, and I want to take a look at some of the other concepts that we have here. For example, if I want to see, well, how might animal locomotion be related to let's say, orthotics, for example. Those are not connected at this time. So I can do that by selecting multi-select, and then I will choose any concept that I want. And I'm going to select this one here, and I'm going to generate a relationship. So now what is returned to me is how these two are connected, how animal locomotion is connected to the upper limb. And you have all sorts of connections here that you can explore. You can explore any one of these. You can see, okay, animal locomotion is connected to carpal bones, which is connected to the upper limb. Or we can go this way, and there is comparative foot morphology, which is connected to the upper limb. So you can do your research in this area, or you can go back to your original knowledge graph by clicking on layers and selecting your original knowledge graph. And at this point, you can again take a snapshot if you like, or you can look at any one of these concepts and say, okay, the 3 laws of robotics, I want to expand my concept. So now I will have 3 nodes: robotics, prosthesis, and the 3 laws of robotics. And how are all of these connected? And this allows you to hypothesize and see what might be connected to another concept and where do I want my research to take me. And if there is a particular document that you might be interested in, perhaps this one here from Wiley. Again, we're presented with snippets, and this is from a book. We have the ISBN here, and then we'll favorite it as well. And we'll go back to our knowledge map. Now, looking at our journey here, we will have different documents that we favorited, and every step of our journey is repeated for us here. And then we have a knowledge map. We'll select that, and we have another favorited document. So at this point, you can export these by going to this little cloud, and you can export all of these to Google Docs, and Google Docs will allow you to export that knowledge map. But you can also create an RIS file or a CSV file. And the RIS, of course, would be for a citation software to be able to export that into it. If you have any notes you want to take, you can take that with a notebook, and you can enter a note here, and it will be saved in your journey. And then we also have a help center. And the help center will take you to a variety of videos about Discover, and there'll be help sheets and all sorts of other information that might be helpful to you. And finally, signing in. If you would like to have this information saved, you're going to want to create a profile for yourself, which you can do by clicking on the little avatar in the top left side. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions for us, please email me at support@uno.com. Thanks so very much.